We're going to play a training game. Okay, is the screen okay? I think so. All right, so looks like we're going to face in English this game. I don't have a really good system against this. But what I like to do is simply take and put my pawns on dark squares. I have a very dubious sort of line that I play because I was too lazy to look up a real line. So I'm not sure I want to play that. Yeah, actually the way they're playing it, I can't play it anyway. So, okay. How do we want to do this? Knight c6 makes sense. We could do knight c6. I could also play knight g to e7 because I'm basically thinking about going f5. Maybe knight c6 isn't so good because the pawn's on c3 like that. All right, maybe we just go here. This is where I want the knight. We have the option, if they want to pin us, we have the option of f6. I just gave one of my students a lesson on never play f6. And then, of course, I talk about playing it in like my very next training game. But for my students, I just say never play f6 until you're over 1,000. Okay, like once you're over 1,000, you can start deciding if it's a good move or not. But there's no way they're going to be looking at the consequences of playing that move when they're under 1,000. So a lot of my rules, which I mostly steal from Grandmaster Ben Feingold, by the way, because he's one of my favorite YouTubers. I say they can break the rules when they're over 1,000. Okay, e4 blocks their bishop. And it does create a bit of a bind, and they are controlling d4. So I kind of understand their point. I'm just going to castle, I think. You know what I could do is play bishop e6. Because like b3 would protect it, but also this doesn't seem like a good idea, really. But maybe actually bishop a3 kind of does. They could put pressure here and go for c5, potentially. I'd really like my bishop to be on g4, I think. Do I want a castle? I might go bishop e6, though. I don't think I should spend too much time. Let's just play. Okay, now I can get bishop g4 if I want. Pin that knight. I guess this means they want to go f4. So if that's true, I kind of want to provoke h3, I think. Let's play here. Okay. Yeah, actually, I love the way I'm playing this. Not sure I'm doing this in a good way, honestly. Okay, so I could go f5, but could also just go queen d7. Now knight c6. I just don't know where that knight's going. I don't think c5 is so stable either, but I do want to develop. So I'm just going to develop and figure this out as I go. So what is white going to be doing? I guess they could try queen b3. Okay, they could attack my bishop, sure. That does attack a pawn. They could move their queen and defend it, which is kind of what I'm expecting, like queen d3. Or even queen b3, makes sense. If queen b3, I might just go ahead and play rook b8, because I don't really want this rook on this diagonal anyway. Okay, they went b3, which, okay, that's fine. I feel like a5, a4 could be an idea. But it doesn't exactly stop b4. So what happens if we go f5? Well, if they take, it opens up the bishop. But if I go rook b8, it doesn't align with our other plans here. And if I go c6, I weaken d6 really badly. I just don't know what to do here, honestly. I'm not loving any ideas. May have messed this up already, I don't know. Okay, if I go knight c5 and they attack me, I just come back. Like, let's say they go here. Maybe I just come back because that's weak now. And if they push that, I could take it. Maybe a5 first. Okay, I think I'm just going to go a5. Is f4 a move? I probably should brace myself for f4. Yeah, there it is. If we take and they take with a knight, I can then bring the knight to e5. So I like that. If they take with a pawn, then I feel like my knight could potentially head for h4. So I feel like I definitely should take this. If they take with a pawn, they're also threatening to attack my bishop, however. If they take with a bishop, 95, take, seems okay. I think trading pieces is going to be my favor because I'm a little cramped in this position. Okay, they do this. Now, I don't think I care if they take my bishop. There, take. I'm not exactly being consistent this game, though. Like, I went a5 to go knight c5. But it's not totally true. It does just gain space on the queen side. Hey, I can't say I was expecting that one. Like, what is that supposed to do? Maybe just knight g6. I'm not sure what that does, but... I could play f6, I think. No, I can't. It blunders the bishop. I really don't know what they're up to here. Just gonna go here. So I guess white is pretty set on attacking me. I mean, they do have a huge space advantage. Let's be clear about that. But their light square bishop is currently blocked by their pawn on e4. This pawn is isolated and weak. If I can attack that at some point, that would be potentially good. But I'm not really in a position to do that at all. Okay, now I can play f6. And I was thinking about going bishop f7 there. Kick that queen out a bit. But then I don't really know what I'm doing. I feel like I should do better than this. Knight g6 to challenge the knight is definitely an option. What about f5? Okay, if I do go f5, kind of lining myself up with that rook, and I'm helping them get rid of that pawn. So let's just say they take, I don't know, I have a lot on f5 though, right? Now I'll be weakening these squares, but they seem solid enough. I feel like f5 is probably a move. Gives my rook scope. It allows bishop f7. So if they take, I can take. Then the bishop and the pawn are hit. So I'm probably going to play this. And then calculate it some more too. Takes. Take. If they go here, they can also throw this in, so I have to be aware of that. This should be okay. It's protected 3 times. Even if they eliminate this defender, I've still got it protected twice. So I kind of feel like bishop f2 is the way to go now. So this pawn's weak. Just keep an eye on that. So they do this. Do I have any intermezzos here? Kind of do. I have this one. They take my rook. I take their queen. They take my queen. Okay, so maybe not. I think I'm just going to take back. My queen, I mean, goes to the open file, but there's no pawns that can attack my knight. So I don't feel in danger. Oh no, I blundered that? Oh no. Great. I definitely blundered that. Yeah, I didn't see that at all. That's pretty unfortunate. Okay, can we do anything to get some material? Well, I'm about to lose my queen for nothing. So I probably have to just take the bishop and then take the bishop on e3. It's definitely a way to do it. I'm helping their pawns though. Okay, I'm not going to resign just yet. But I do believe we're losing. I mean, it's kind of funny that I can force this king in the corner. Play for tricks. Why not? Check. You go here. Then I'm kind of out of checks though, right? So I would need to move my knight somewhere. We could take a pawn though. But then they check and win the knight. So that's unfortunate. So if I want to take this, I think I have to do it now. So if I go here, they go here. I attack again. Am I out of safe squares? Maybe. I don't know about that. Take here. I really don't want to go too far backwards. I could go here, though. Knights are tricky. So I don't know. We're still in the game, I think. It's not that much material. But I am extremely down on time. Pretty embarrassing to blunder that, though. But hey, it happens. Yeah, so that was expected, and now I have that square for the knights. I also have this check. And I thought if we get this square, the rook could potentially make an appearance. I did not want to move this knight because there is this check here, which could be a problem. Okay, now I can check first if I want to. This knight will run low on squares, but no, I think I'm going to go here and hopefully get that. That would be cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Take, take. I mean, 2 knights against a queen. Doesn't sound like the ending I've been dreaming of here, but what else do I do? I probably have to take and hope for the best. So I don't see any like tricks. I feel like we're not playing real chess anymore. Now it's like just try to trick our opponent and hope. So we're just playing hope chess because we've got nothing else. I guess I don't have to get the fork. I can also hunt down pawns, which I very well may do. But these knights are pesky, you have to admit. These knights. These knights are pesky, so I can't believe I just said that. But okay, let's, yeah. I don't have any checks on the king or anything like that. But I could go here. Which is at least a little annoying. I may want to play h6 I also kind of don't want to play h6. Okay, they're going to take my pawn, I guess. Okay. Do I care about that? They're also going to check me. They can check me if they want. But I want to keep the pawn, at least for now. Because they're doing that. Saving their pawn. Do I get trapped there? There, they attack me. Where do I go? And this is a really okie dokie move. I mean, they have check for one. They could even go here, threatening check. But then I do that. So I'm just kind of hoping they blunder. Wow, they actually blundered. That's just sad. I literally feel bad for them. I feel like apologizing. It's like, you know, this is what the kids do to me, so, you know, it's got to come around at some point. Okay, well, let's go ahead and review this one. I think I just want to do it on my own. It was a fairly quick game. Let's go to analysis. Okay. So I'm definitely interested in coming up with like a real opening, because the way I do this, I'm not so sure about it. Okay, I'll tell you what I normally do. Let's look at the opening book. Usually they take back this way. Okay, they didn't this game, but then I had this like home-cooked idea to play like this. So here, which is the right move, bishop g2, knight c6, this is the right move. But then watch the way I play this. Like it's definitely not right. Okay, if they go d3, really? I feel like they should play knight f3 here. Okay, then what I would normally do is go knight g e7, and then it keeps wanting d3. Okay, let's say castle. I'm more afraid of like the immediate d4 lines. Okay, and here I would go b6. Okay, and you can see there's nothing in the database. So if we turn on the engine now, it's probably going to hate this. It always does. Yeah, it's already liking d4. So this is why I fear d4. It probably refutes what I'm doing here. Okay, so I'd play f6 to support the center. And I'm not afraid of checks because there are none. You know, there's nothing going on here. So I'm fine. All right, and then they can play... What would they normally do here? Yeah, computer wants knight d2. I'd be a little afraid of that. Okay, let's play it. Okay, I would go bishop b7. I guess this is like sort of playable, maybe. And then they go... So like white is trying to win my bishop. And I'm trying to play a little provocatively, let's say. Let's say they go, I don't know, f4 would be fair. I just want to make a normal move though. Okay, I'm just gonna play e3. Okay, I don't think it's best, but I just want to show you what I've been doing. So here I would play something like this move, and like I'm sort of hoping that they go d5, because like if they do go d5, which it's my turn, so I'll castle, and then they go d5. I'm kind of hoping to play knight a5 and protect my bishop, which doesn't need protecting, never mind, but that is an idea. And then I like to just like attack the pawn from the side like this. I know it's a common idea in some openings, and I like it. I like doing this. It creates pressure and stuff, and okay, all my pawns are in dark squares, but notice I don't have a dark square bishop. So I don't have a dark square bishop that's blocked by everything. Instead of a light square bishop that's like free. It doesn't look free, but it actually is, because he can always, you know, come back out. So I don't know. But I'll have to study it. I'll probably have to look at all my my blitz games and training games I've lost and see what went wrong in those to get a good idea. But in this particular game, because I don't know how I'm supposed to play. Okay, d6. Let's look at the opening book. Bishop g2, knight e7. Okay, knight e7's right. Wow. And black wins most of these games? I would never think that. e4 I thought was a little weird. Yeah, only 10 masters played that one. I castled. Okay, knight ge2. Okay. I kind of felt like they should go knight f3. Yeah, they should go knight f3. Okay, we're going to use the engine now. Okay, and I went bishop g4. It's not recommended, I guess. Because why? I don't know. Probably because I want to go f5. And I don't need to move my bishop if that's the case. So it's kind of a waste of a tempo. I think that's the reason. Bishop actually should stay here. I think that's what I'm learning. And, okay. So, okay, but it's just a position. This is not bad at all. Yeah, and I am planning on going f6, it looks like. And my a5 move is listed. All right, so I went here, and computer says I should have gone a5 or queen c8, queen d7. Okay, h3. Wow, it wants bishop h5. I'm a little surprised by that. I didn't think I wanted my bishop here. It just feels like like that's not a good bishop to me. Like, why am I doing that to my bishop? So, okay. I thought my move was okay. All right, it is okay. They go b3. I went a5. So now it doesn't like a5. Wait, now it likes it. Now it doesn't. Okay. f4. And I should just go f6. No, it likes both. Okay, I thought this was good. I actually thought taking with a pawn was a little more ambitious. The computer agrees with that. Because I thought here, that's an annoying threat. So white's actually gains the tempo now. And I can't go here because it doesn't do anything for the threat. So I pretty much have to go like f5 or f6, I thought, which is true. But even here, I'm not excited about this position, right? I guess I do get the e5 square. Oops. But I'm also a bit cramped. I'm not exactly sure what my plan should be here. I guess I could try to pile up on the e4 pawn. It's probably my best chance. So anyway, that's my assessment there, but they did take with a pawn, which allows me to go knight e5, which the computer does not list at all. Because why? Doesn't really say. Now queen h5, I mean, I don't know what that is. Like, this doesn't look like the makings of a successful attack. I've been wrong before, but like, what are you going to do? I've got lots of pieces over here. My queen's ready to come in and defend. Like, I'm not in a position that is difficult to defend. So I feel like queen h5 was a little too much. So I went queen d7, bishop e3. Okay, and f5 was wrong. You know, I kind of thought it might be, and I also kind of thought it might be good. It turns out I want to play f6. That indicates to me that maybe white can make use of the g5 square. Maybe that's the problem. But I did do this. So they were supposed to take the bishop first. So what's going on here? If they take, well, I do lose material. Oh, it's because of that threat, right? I almost forgot that I like blundered this game. Yeah, I blundered. Yeah, I mean, I should have seen this tactic here. That's the problem. When I was about to play f5 and f6, I was looking at stuff and I forgot to check the diagonal. Like, it didn't even occur to me whatsoever. Probably this pawn being here, like, blocked my vision somehow. But that's bad, right? All you need to see is that this could draw your queen here, and then there could be a bishop coming there. It's not that hard. But I just had a blind spot this game. So they take, and they play that. Yeah, that was really nice by them. But I think I handled it nice and calmly and collected. There's a lot of people that would just resign in that moment. And look, this game's proof again why, even though I'm at 1800, I'm not going to resign here. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Because there's ways, there's always resources in chess, and giving up, if you give up, then you have 0% chance of winning or drawing. But if you just play on, at least you have a small chance, like 10% less. But who cares? There's a chance. So, okay, I just sacked my queen because, like, I'm going to lose the queen. I don't want them to take a check, right? So queen takes d5 is correct, I see. Everything else is really bad. Okay, and they take, and I take on e3. So I get some material for the queen. And they're trading, which makes a lot of sense. But hey, I've got these two knights. They're in the middle of the board, and they're tricky as ever. Got to be careful here. I even win a pawn straight away. Knight b c6. I was supposed to retreat, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, and there was, I did see some stuff earlier here, too. Let's just say... Yeah, like, I don't know. I thought if they, like, protect the pawn, for example. This is a little bit dicey, I thought. It's like they're almost... This is the knight square of death. And we have that square too. So they only have one square. It's like almost checkmate. It's so close. But yeah, I guess this part of the game is just me trying to find a fork. That's kind of it. It's not too exciting, really. Yeah, and I actually... I traded here quickly and played this move fast because I figured they might think I'm just low on time. But I actually was looking at that. And I played the trade so that it would distract them a little bit. So when they played this, I was like, wow. All right, so we forked, and that's it. So just like in real life, never walk into a fork. Okay. So let's just look at the stats and then we'll be done. But hey, that means I go to an all-time new high rating of 1829. I'm pretty excited about that. Looks like I played pretty well, better than I thought. I had 2 bad blunders though, so clearly F5 is a blunder. And it's all about that tactic. Yeah, that's what the computer says too. Wow, it's pretty cool that the coaches on chess.com like can actually sort of tell you what's going on now. Sometimes they're wrong still, but okay, there's that one. And then there was another one. Oh, because I had a chance to avoid the tactic here. Interesting. So now I have a chance to save it, probably by playing bishop takes is my guess here. Because if we play bishop takes, there's no knight takes and that thing. But it doesn't seem to be telling me that that's the best move either. It's not, I guess. Maybe. Okay, what is the best move then? Oh, it's a miss for them though. It's annoying me. Oh. Doesn't he want me to take? It just wants me to go here. And then take with the knight, I guess. Well, this does get a tempo on their queen, so I guess that makes some sense. And then after queen d1, then take with the knight. Yeah, there's no bishop d5 here. So I just blundered that tactic, so that's a little disappointing, but hey, being able to swindle is not so bad. I want to have that skill as well. So there you go. All right, I'll be back with more chess.